Hello, how are you? This is a friend of mine's SKX 007. He wanted to get the watch, a cheap SKX 007, with a view to upgrading it with a modern movement, sapphire crystal, and the bezel ring that he wanted. Obviously the SKX is now discontinued. It's still available for sale at Creation Watches. So the cheapest one that I could see was £249 sterling at the present time. It's quite a lot of money really for an S07 S26 movement watch. No hacking, no hand winding. Second hand he paid £180 for this. That seems to be the bottom price that's on eBay at the moment. Obviously he wanted to do the mods on it, so how it ran was really irrelevant. So it was sold as being only a few years old, I think 3 years old, and hardly used because it was too large for the seller's wrists. So he asked me if I'd do it. I've obviously done my son's watch, upgraded that to an H36 movement, which I didn't have any problems doing. So I just took my time. I would research the videos, and it was fairly straightforward. Well pleased with that. This watch, I was going to video it, or I did start videoing it, but things quickly went wrong. When I got the case back off, there was a date written on the case back, and it was in the American format of writing the date, and that would indicate that the watch was approaching 10 years old. When I got the movement out, it was clear that there's marks on the dial. It's obviously been apart before. The dial feet were missing and the dial had actually been glued on. So I don't know any more of the history of this. The chapter ring is also damaged. I spoke to my friend. I mean, it was just a real chore. The second hand also kind of fell off. That's been damaged in some way. So I have put the NH36 movement in this watch. I spoke to my friend after I kind of struggled to get it all back together, and asked him what he wanted to do, and he really wanted to, I mean, it's with the movement in it, it's kind of a new watch as such, so he said he was happy to spend the money. I found a genuine Seiko dial online, which I couldn't find the hands set or a genuine chapter ring, so I bought aftermarket, but I got them from Seiko Mod, so I'm hoping they're going to be good quality parts. I've got that to do. Hopefully I'll get that done this weekend, and then this watch will then be as good as new. I have put a signed crown on there. Yeah, it was just kind of disappointing really. You know, I know you've got to be really careful buying off of, it's second hand at the end of the day. You've got no idea what you're buying. I've bought second hand off eBay before, and I've been lucky, or I've been prepared to accept the risk, and financially I was happy to do so. Some of the watch I bought, some of the old Casio that I did recently, I mean, I knew that I had to spend money on it, and I was happy with the price I paid to get the watch originally. At £249 new, if you're buying this second hand, I think £180 seems to be the lower end of the market for an SKX. If you then added the cost of the sapphire crystal onto it and the cost of the movement, it's kind of creeping up there. Obviously this is going to go way over that with the genuine Seiko dial, etc. So I've never handled a Seiko SKX before. I can see the appeal of them, but it would be at the right price. It's not a price I'd be prepared to pay really. If all you're going to get is the bottom end of the market at £180, I think there are much better alternatives out there to get. Or if you really wanted one, my advice probably would be to get a new one and then mod it later when you've kind of had some use out of the watch. I will do another video when I've completed this watch for him, and hopefully it'll all go well and it'll look a lot better. I have got an aftermarket dial as well, I bought from a certain Chinese website. It was cheap, it was about £10. It's obviously a copy of the genuine Seiko one, but I'm going to do, I got it really because I wanted to see the difference in the lume. So I mean, he could have changed the dial for a numerous amount of styles, but he really wanted to keep it original as much as possible, obviously with the updated movement, etc. So I will do a short lume video on both dials at some point, and after that I'll do a video on this when it's all complete. But as you can see, the NH36 movement is running pretty well. In that position, it's more or less bang on. Obviously you could take this, the time grapher, in a lot of circumstances. You can, it just gives you a rough idea. The best way to tell is to actually wear the watch and record how many seconds a day it's using when you're wearing it, and it's in a variety of positions on your wrist. So hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry it's taken so long to get out. It's just been a really busy time for me at the moment. I've been spending time with my wonderful grandson. So hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll get the next one out as soon as I can. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.